In this question we're asked to compare two banks, and normally when I'm asked to compare something I just put a line down the middle of the working out and I put one of them on the left hand side and one of them on the right hand side, and as long as it's identifiable which one is on the left and which one's on the right, you don't need to necessarily put the whole name down, but you can do. So I'm going to start with a super bank. It says we have 2.3% for the first year and 1.8% for all other years, and we're doing this for 2 years at £300. So first of all I want to work out what the multiplier is. Since this is the calculator paper, we use the multiplier method. So we start off with 100% always, and compound interest means we're gaining money, so we're going to go up by 2.3%, so that means we'll have 102.3%. So as a multiplier, what we do is we just divide that percentage by 100 to get it as a decimal into what we call a multiplier, 1.023. So if I times 300 by that, that will tell me what we have after year 1. So let's do that on a calculator. 300 times 1.023. And you might need to press S to D. And that is £306.90. Okay, so that's year 1, and we might as well just write year 1 somewhere. Okay, so year 2, we've got that £306.90, and we need to work out the multiplier for 1.8. So I could go through the same method as before, but actually when you start using multipliers you realise how to just go straight there. So it's going to be 1.018, but you could do 100 plus 1.8 is 101.8 and then divide that by 100. And what's that going to be? So that equals came out a bit wrong. So what's that going to be? So 306 and times 1.018, and that says it's £312. And I'm going to round this to 42. I'm going to round it to the nearest penny. Okay, so that is super bank. That's how much we'd get. Now the great bank's a bit easier because it's just going to stay at 2.2. So let's work out as a multiplier. 100% plus 2.2% equals 102.2%, and then as a multiplier that is 1.022 by dividing it by 100. So we're going to times that £300 by 1.022. So 300 times 1.022, and I get £306.60. Then I'm going to times that again by 1.022, so times 1.022, and this time I get 313.34. Ooh, actually that would be 5 if I round it to the nearest penny. Okay, so it says which account will give her the most money. Well, looking at that, it's going to be the super bank. And when you're writing down an answer, make sure you write down the full name. Oh, it's not going to be the super bank, it's going to be the Great Bank. Look at that. So Great Bank Inc. And it says by how much. So I'm going to get that by how much. Let's show the examiner what I'm doing. So I'm going to do 313.35, take away 312.42. So 313.35, take away 312.42. And I get the answer of 93p. So £0.93. Now, if you hadn't have rounded both of those, you might get a slightly different answer. And actually, technically, you shouldn't have rounded them until you got the answer. But on a question like this, where you're rounding it to the actual money she would get, they wouldn't pay her half a penny, then either answer would be correct. And in this bit here, you could have done all of this just as one bit, you could just written 300 times 1.022 times 1.022 or times 1.022 squared. That would be absolutely fine because you'll get the same answer.